Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Undoing and unbecoming is spiritual practice. Those who are too much body oriented, for them the activities becomes the so-called spiritual practice. So they will be busy in social work, or they will be busy in yoga. Those who are too much emotional, for them spiritual practice is bhajan, kirtan, singing, dancing, going to the temples, chanting the Lord's name. And those who are intellectuals or intelligent people, for them studying the scriptures, discussion, logic, reason. And all these three types of people are lost only in these three kinds of activities. One is the physical activity, second is the mental activity, and the third is the intellectual activity. And when we do something, it is created, and that which is created is also lost. Therefore, real spiritual practice is a process of undoing and unbecoming. This we have to distinctly, clearly accept. If we accept it, then what is the result? Result is, on the spiritual path, there is no success, there is no failure. In being, there is no success. In being, there is no failure. In becoming, there is a success. And in becoming, there is a failure. Where these two options are valid, we are in samsara. We have to go beyond the samsara. And therefore, let us understand what exactly spiritual life means. When we analyze our every experience, and as a result of that analysis, we have a clear experience where experiencer is not born. Like in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Asanga shastrena drudhena chitva. Don't get lost in this world. Then remain detached. Remain detached means what? Do not be attached. Do not be attached means what? Are we attached to anything? Find out. Are we attached to the space? No. Are we attached to the air? No. Are we attached to fire? No. Are we attached to water? No. Are we attached to earth? No. Meaning what? When it is told asanga shastrena, means what? Only come to know that attachment is an illusion. That's it. Like when we are playing with the kids, we are not attached to the game, victory, or defeat. The child is, and therefore for him, joy and sorrows, excitement. But for us, we also go through the same experience like the child was going. But we were beyond victory and defeat. Now, the same principle, when it is consciously recognized, not done. When it is consciously recognized, we transcend all the components of our experience. There are basically two components. One is the world that we experience, and second thing, as a result of the experience, some experiencer is born. So what is a meditation? Meditation is experience where experiencer is not born. Experience world will be there. Experience also will be there. But experiencer is not born. When somebody is born, will die. Bad experience, miserable, but he is born. But he can't be miserable all the time. Good experience, a happy body is born. He can't remain all the time. In fact, wherever somebody is born, it is not yoga, it is bhoga. And where there is bhoga, it is followed by roga. Therefore, don't become meditator. Do not do meditation. It doesn't matter what posture you are sitting. It doesn't matter what time you are sitting. We come to a state where efforts are null and void. Wherever there are efforts, somebody is born. Wherever there are efforts, something is done. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. So, most of the seekers, when they do meditation, they have got common complaint that whenever we are doing the job, it is okay. But when we sit for meditation, the mind is disturbed. What should be done? See? What should be done, done? The whole process is undoing, not doing anything. And this can happen only if we investigate, find out who is complaining. So, meditator is complaining because he is doing meditation. When we do something, there is success or failure. If there is a success, we want to repeat it again. And then, like yesterday's meditation, I want to have it today also. Meditation is effortlessness. Wherever there are efforts, something is created, something begins. After efforts are over, everything is over. Again, we are back to square one. Therefore, what should be the firm abidance in the truth? Nothing to do, nowhere to go. When you have no destination to be reached, you don't require a GPS. Is it that we have to cross distances to reach the divine? Is it? It will take time to cross the distance. Is it? We will become divine. Meditation is how much time, efforts, and success a husband will have when he discovers he is a man. The husband doesn't become man, he discovers. And the discovery is he removes the cover of the husband. Now, who is removing this? Husband himself is removing the cover of the husband. Man is not doing that. Because man is not suffering, man is not struggling. Yena त्यजसी तत्यज. त्यागे नैके amrutatva manasho. So what will be the meditation in this example? He will continue to be a husband. He'll play the role perfectly well, and yet he will not be disturbed. Living in meditation. And doing meditation, listen, I am doing meditation in the morning from um, 4 to 6. That time, please don't disturb me. Okay? Then all the time, thought is going on. After 2 hours, again the same thing will come. Because the one who was discarding the husbandhood was husband himself. Like when we go to sleep, we discard everything, and then at the end, I want to sleep. Till such time, is I is there. And who has discarded everything? I has discarded everything. The waking world discarded, achievement discarded, I have discarded everything. Now, last, I want to sleep. So, this I, who has discarded everything, ultimately, that I also must be dropped. And see, the more you will struggle to drop this I, the more strong it will become. How to drop this I? Because as husband is always associated with the wife, I is also associated with desire. So all other desires are dropped. But now the last desire, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. The more you struggle, the sleep will go away. Then relax. So when the sleep experience begins, in that three factors which created the samsara, all the three factors are dissolved. One was the place, space, where I am. Second is the time, when I am. Third is who I am, who wants to go to sleep. So, what will be living in meditation 24/7? So, we are erasing out doing meditation, but we are living in meditation. When we say we are living in meditation, we have transcended time, space, and individuality. What is that? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. We are not only sitting, closing the eyes and all the time thinking after breakfast, so many people are there. Breakfast will be enough or not. How. These are all the cartoons of meditation. We don't like simple things. We like complicated things. Don't become tense in meditation. As if after meditation you will be hanged. There also, kaisa hoga? Relax. Therefore, ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. When the husband lives as man, has he become man? Husband can never become a man because he was already a man. By mistake, he became the husband. So if you have committed mistake, you have to correct it. What we do? We commit another mistake. So what will be correcting the mistake? Undoing, not doing. What is undoing? Don't take life too seriously. Waste life. In Yoga Vasishta, Vashishaji tells Bhagwan Ram, the problem with you, Ram, is you want to do meditation. That is your problem. Enough. Relax. And when we are thus having a clear understanding in our complete analysis of our experiences, then these three factors, time, space, and individuality, we will support them, but we will not be influenced by them. Like the space supports all the 10 directions, north, east, west, south, etc., but not influenced by any direction. Because they do not exist, they are only words. Therefore, from space's point of view, no direction is holy, no direction is unholy. If this point is clear, then become subjective, analyze your experience. From the vision's point of view, red, yellow, green, blue, tall, short, round, square, triangular, have no impact. So supporting everything and not getting influenced by anything is living in meditation. And if we are practicing this, then we are Never allowing, be very attentive, never allowing any impressions to be formed on the mind as a result of any interaction in this world. No impressions, liking, disliking, wanting, not wanting, having, not having, everything drops. Like the mirror. Mirror reflects everything, comments on nothing, evaluates nothing, rejects nothing, retains nothing. So what is living in meditation? Experiences are happening, but impressions of that experience, good or bad, is not happening on the mind. Like you are listening. You cannot make any impression on your mind exactly what happened. You can't put it in words. This effortlessness, effortlessness is wherever we are at peace. Whatever we are doing, we are at peace. If we are not able to do, we are at peace. In short, achievement and failure has no value. The life is lived thereafter. And thus, when we are not preoccupied with anything, we will be all the time 100% integrated. Now, see what happens. Whatever you are, mother, father, in laws, outlaws, grandparents, whatever. If some example about a child is given, you will immediately go back. Yes, मेरा कृष्णा भी वैसा ही है, useless. Because even while listening to satsanga, we continue to become somebody. Any example is given, immediately we are reminded of that. See? Suppose give the example of a neighbor. The neighbor are sometimes so disturbing, immediately, yes, I think Swamiji knows. My neighbor he is telling about Hare Rama. At this moment, we are only satsangi. And who is satsangi? Who is at peace with himself. When I said this, satsangi is at peace with himself. This happened in Austria, the place where we were having retreat. After the retreat was over, one elderly lady, she said, Swamiji, you are having a gender bias. Why he is at peace? Why not her? Then they can change he oblique she, useless. Because we have become somebody. A seeker is not involved in anything pertaining to the body. Your ears are not hearing. If they are, there is somebody behind the ears who is hearing. My lips are not talking. My tongue is not wagging to talk. There is somebody behind the speech. And this body is, when he is associated with the organ of speech, he becomes a speaker. If he is not talking, not speaking, he disappears. So, that which became a speaker with reference to the conditioning of organ of speech is the same, whether talking or not talking, whether listening or not listening, is the same. So, meditation is recognition that with the upadhi, with the conditioning, somebody is temporarily born, and after the conditioning is dropped, that temporarily born personality disappears, but that which was expressing as a personality continues to be. Two sockets next to each other. Both of them have bulb. Switch on the light. There will be light in one bulb, in other there is no light. Why? There may not be electricity behind the fuse bulb. No, electricity is there, but the bulb is not capable to express electricity as light. I don't believe it. Then have sakshat aparokshanubhuti. Remove that bulb and put your two fingers. What will happen? Aparokshanubhuti. You will disappear. So electricity is never absent. It is there. It is the instrument because of which one specific expression has happened. Exactly the same way. When body identification happens, then somebody is born. You can't stop it. Whether we are knowing the truth or not knowing the truth, body identification cannot be stopped. Like reflection in the mirror cannot be stopped. If you are in front of the mirror, reflection will be there. In the same manner, now we are all awake, hopefully. So we are all identified with the body. Now, what is the difference between the wise people and us? Is the difference of living in meditation or living in frustration. Only through some examples it can be told. It cannot be defined like this or like that. So, again, analyze your own day-to-day experience. We stand in front of the mirror and the dog also stands in front of the mirror. Reflection is common for both. Wise man and other wise man. Both of them are talking the same language. It's very cold. I'm feeling hungry. I want to go to sleep. Same language. Then what is the difference? Same difference as that of us looking in the mirror and the dog looking in the mirror. Dog will take reflection as real. We take relations and possessions as real. When we take possessions and relations as real, we will start working on it. So, I want to improve the world. I want to help my children. I want to teach them. I want to give them samskar. When they will do your samskar when you are alive, then you will understand. See? So, what the dog will do? Because he has taken reflection to be real. So, first of all, he will do doga. Do you know doga? Yoga for dogs. You observe this. Whenever any dog gets out of his sleep, he does Surya Namaskar. And then after doing yoga also, that reflection is so real and is my enemy. He is teasing me. When I bark, he also barks at me. When I hit the paw, he also hit the same thing. I had to do something. Then do pranayam. Basrika. That Basrika has come only from dog only. All the yoga students will kill me, I know. Because their market is being questioned. All the time was that only, getting lost. That also doesn't help. Then he is doing spiritual practice. Wipe out the reflection. Doesn't go. Wash away the reflection. Doesn't go. Then ultimately commit suicide. Break the reflection. It doesn't break. See, friends, what is the only solution? Only know this much. As long as we are associated with something, somebody is temporarily born. Then play the role. Play your role perfectly well, but don't get entangled in that. This entanglement creates what we call attachment, which is an illusion. And we all suffer because of illusions taken as real. Therefore, living in meditation is not doing something to achieve something, but in and through every experience. So, what we do with reference to our reflection in the mirror, we use it for our makeup. We have to put the .com, whether it comes exactly in the center or not. It goes here, it goes there. These Western people ask this question about Swamiji, why they have the .com here? Then those who are spiritual brand, they say, here there is the third eye. And to cover the third eye, they put a dot here. Every time different explanation comes. So, but what could be the reason? The reason is, if the nose is teda, then you put the dot here, the attention goes there and nobody looks at it. Go on imagining. No end to it. Therefore, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Like, we don't talk to the reflection. Hey, you are looking very beautiful. No, we don't talk. If I am looking at you as reflections in the mirror of my mind, and that is the truth. So if my understanding is, I am not looking at you, I am looking at the reflection of yours on my mind. With that reflection, will I create friends and enemies? We don't see anything. What we see is only reflections. The tube light and my face or your face. In between also there is light, is it not? But can we see that light? Then what we are seeing? We are seeing only reflected light. And reflection depends on the object where reflection is happening. एक रात में दो दो चांद खिले. एक आसमान में life is so simple, so beautiful, so cheerful, so happy. Only if we are able to recognize these things. Pratyabhidnya is the word. Rahu grasta divakarendu sadrusho maya paribhramitaha sanmatra karnopasamharnataha yobhut sushupta praman swapne jagriti vaya esha purusha ya pratyabhidnyayate. When we are identified with the body, we become somebody and many bodies, enjoy, suffer, and like what? Like the Rahu eating the sun becomes covered. And in that thing, the sun has no light, no nothing, but is still there. Exactly the same way. The sun without light, I without becoming anybody. यस्मात् क्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रतितः पुरुषोत्तमः. living as Purushottama. Like electricity is a Purushottama. Yasmat ksharamati tuham aksharadapi chottamaha. Because what is electricity? Is beyond the bulb and beyond the light. What we see is reflected light. What we see is a daylight. It is not sunlight. We may call it sunlight, but it's not a sunlight, it's a daylight. Sunlight cannot be seen because it is dark. All experiences of ours are only in the reflected light. And these reflections, we take them as real. And then start doing yoga. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalana Thavadanam. Go for the Tirtha Yatra and suffer. It was okay. Khana theek nahi tha. Once a person asked me this question, Swamiji, have you gone to Haridwar? I said, yes, I have gone. What you have seen there? I said, you are taking my examination or what? No, I just wanted to know. So I said, Harki Paudi and that Mansa Devi temple and all that. And I said, enough. Have you seen Paratha Galli? I said, no. Then you have seen nothing. He must be, a pay-to. You go to that place to go to Paratha. And then that becomes, I went there, I don't know. Like I have seen people from Fiji, then from Suriname, then from um, these Caribbean islands, then also from Mauritius. They have, because they are of Indian origin, they have the, goal of their life. We want to go to India, Bihar. We belong to that village. We want to see our ancestors. They go there. And that Bihari cheats this Bihari. Then Yad Gatva Nani Vartande again doesn't come there. No, Fiji is better. Friends, be happy wherever you are. You are living in meditation. Don't struggle. And to remain happy, this is the simplest rule. Be 100% every moment. When you are eating, enjoy every bite. It's not, Jo, theek hai. We are not buffaloes. Enjoy every bite. But that time sadhana is what? Don't get entangled. Oh, कल वाली सब्जी है क्या? नहीं, that we give dogs. अच्छा अच्छा. In short, living in meditation will not be a struggle at all. Relax. Because ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. But then what happens? We read so many things. That Mahatma, he was walking on the water. How did he? There is a yoga for that. Do that. Friends, all these siddhis, they are real. But they are the obstacles on the path of spiritual evolution. Like all the comforts that we have in our life, they are real. But then we become comfortably miserable. We get entangled in that. See? So also, relations, very good, they are required. We are social animals, we require relations. But they become the point of entanglement. Similarly, all the siddhis, they are there. But then that is what we imagine. I should do meditation. Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he was sitting with his people around. And that time one yogi came and people were busy with the master and nobody took attention of his presence. See? Will the space feel disrespected in a toilet? So he felt nobody is bothering about me here. What kind of people are? Then, to seek attention, he started. Oh, you come. Who are you? I am a yogi. Oh, very good. When did you come? I just came. How did you come? Where from you came? I came from the other side of the Ganges. Oh, it must have taken a lot of time. No, I walked on the water. That is what he wanted to tell. See? When he said, I walked over the water, all other people, immediately the eyes opened now. Then walk on water. Then Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa casually he said, oh, you walked on the water. How many years it took for you to do these sadhanas and you can walk on the water? I spent 40 years of my life for this. Give 25 paisa, take a boat and come. You have wasted 25 years. See, friends. Now, what do we want to prove? Whenever we want to prove something, we have sorted ourselves out of the totality and want to be holier than thou. Therefore, one principle I have been repeating again and again. Spiritual life is not becoming anybody extraordinary. Don't become special. Remain casual. This is most important thing to understand, my friends. That's the reason I don't allow anybody to hang around. Only for this reason. You go and see. There will be secretary, there will be president, there will be inner circle, outer circle, and keep on circling. See, I am close, I am distant, I am separate, I am special. No. Remain average, casual. Living in this mode, not only during the lecture, but all the time. Therefore, we do not advocate doing meditation. So, undoing meditation and unbecoming someone extraordinary. Remain ordinary. Then what will happen? When we have ourselves given up all the specialities attached to us, then we will be insult proof. What is insult? Ignorant people don't recognize me. They don't know my value. And then frustration. We don't want anybody to recognize us. Remain incognito existence. Friends. And when this is practiced, the net result will be, we will be childlike with the children, not childish among the elders. We will be Coca-Cola brand among the youngsters, and we will be frustrated among the elderly people, and yet we will be relaxed. So, like the water, add salt, it becomes salty. Add sugar, it becomes sweet. Add red color, it becomes red. Add yellow color, it becomes yellow. But essentially, water has neither any taste nor any color. That ability to merge and yet not getting influenced by the merger is living in meditation. Therefore, one of the most important things we have to learn is meditation is not done. We have to lead 24/7 in that poise. And we call it as POK. You know POK? It's not Pak occupied Kashmir. No. POK means practice of knowledge. Okay? Like a doctor is a doctor all the time. It is not. Somebody comes, doctor says, no, I can't be a doctor. Why? Only in the hospital I remember everything. When I come out, I forget. No. Then he must be a homeopath. Those who have that urge to be a medical practitioner but could never do it for whatever reason, then they finish their job, whatever they were engineers, whatever, and then they are retired, then they take all the homeopathy book and read. And then they come to know, Nux Vomica 30. Then in the morning, they will be going in the neighborhood. Everybody is okay in your house? Yes. Nobody is ill. And for everybody, the same thing. Next Vomika 30, everything will be sorted out. Same thing the yogis. Anything can be cured by yoga. Same thing this Ayurveda. Ayurveda can cure everything. One of my very good Ayurveda friend, doctor, he was having some problem. He was telling me, Swamiji, I am taking all our instructions and doing it. And many people are really cured because of this thing. But on me, it is not working. What I should do? I said, go to allopath, show your heart, maybe there is a hole in your heart. I just casually said. He went there and they tested. He said, yes, it is a hole in the heart. You have to get it fixed. Then he got it fixed and now he is absolutely healthy. Swamiji, thank you. I say, I am a holy person, so I could see the whole. Do not get obsessed by anything in life. See, whenever we are obsessed, we are not leading spiritual life. Have minimum rules and regulations. Protect yourself from yourself. Give it a try and have breakfast. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.